Hey everybody, Mr. Keel here. Surprise! It's me, not your normally scheduled science teacher. If you notice anything unusual, you probably have guessed why I'm here and Miss Malamet is not. Um, but let's get started with our lesson for today. Because even though Miss Malamet's not here, you still need to learn some stuff. And now that's on you a little bit more. So hope you're ready for that kind of responsibility. Starting with what we did on Wednesday, or what I think you did on Wednesday, we were talking about gases, specifically what could be coming from the bath bomb, the ball that we put in the water and then the bubbles and stuff. You remember that. Well, the gas that we were testing was kind of difficult to test because it's hard to see. Think of it this way. If we wanted to figure out what a ball was, like in gym class, maybe an unknown ball was, like something like these two here, basketball and a soccer ball, how would we tell them apart if we couldn't see them? Say we closed our eyes, what would we do? What tests would you do to figure out what the ball actually was? Okay, you would probably test maybe the texture on the outside, the weight of the ball. You maybe even test how it feels if you squish the ball. You might smell the ball. Those are all ways to tell about its properties. So if we think about the properties of a substance, specifically an unknown substance, we can use those properties to tell what it might be. Gases are a little bit more tricky than maybe something like a ball that you find in gym class. So with something that's invisible and hard to touch because it's a gas and not a solid. We have a couple other properties. And I think on Wednesday you started testing these. We looked at this chart, which is some common gases. And those some common gases are the things that are in the air: nitrogen, oxygen, argon, carbon dioxide, neon, helium, methane, hydrogen, propane. And those are all found in air. And we thought that's probably our gas. At least the one that's being created by the bath bomb is probably the one similar to the ones that are in the air. But which one is it? We don't know. So how do we test it? Well, we tested air on Wednesday, and we tested helium on Wednesday. That's what the balloons were for. But we need to test some of these other gases, or specifically our gas, for the same properties. So hopefully you tested density and you tested flammability, and we maybe talked about boiling point, but realized it's like way too cold to get the gas down to that temperature and actually cause it to become a liquid at the boiling